Ingrid got shown off yesterday. We watched the trailer. You guys may have seen it. She's pretty divisive in the sense that she's a magical god being and like she's speaking to us, breaking the fourth wall because she's like powerful and out of space and time. She also shoots lasers. And I'm going to be honest with you, any fighting game character who puts stuff on the screen and starts shooting lasers is going to piss people off. She seems like a pretty difficult character to play from like all the stuff that they showed off, but she looks awesome. I'm really excited for her because I think she's something the game kind of is missing in the playstyle archetype. I don't think there's many other like zoners in the game or characters that can like set up like this. And I think resource characters tend to be really fun and interesting in general. They released a lot of interesting characters, but like what is Rashid? He's like a well-rounded, he can rush down, he can play a little slow, kind of the everyman with his cool level 2. What is Aki? She's a character who can play a little slow. She can rush down behind her fireball. She's kind of like tricky, like two-step character. Ed is like mid-range man. We have a Shoto. We have a Shoto. We have kind of also a Shoto. Kind of sort of also a Shoto. Rushdown man. We got Rushdown lady with some cool feints and stuff. We've got like fast grappler man, another mid-range character here kind of. For the most part, a lot of the archetypes they've released, there's nothing similar to this. I don't know if she's like stall for your resources and then go do cool stuff with the resources kind of character. Whatever she ends up being, I think it'll be unique compared to the rest of the characters so far. And when it comes to DLC, that's really what I want. Usually with DLC characters, I want something that the game doesn't have and like an archetype that is fun. And then there's a new Dragon Ball trailer. I don't know if you guys saw this. Dude, people were like, yo, Dragon Ball Fighters, there's gonna be DBFZ 2 this weekend. Hiroki is in the building, guys. Oh my god. Let's fucking go. Like, everybody was hyped, and then it was just another Goku. I mean, adding a new character this late in the game is sick. The fact that they added rollback so late, and then they're still adding stuff is very cool. It is crazy this game is still getting stuff, dude. It's coming up almost on 10 years old. It is wild. I mean, he looks fun as hell too, like all the characters in the game. That button, that I'm guessing his jump heavy, that shit looks insane. That shit looks like insane. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that he looks like his animations look a little weird compared to the other characters, but also like they've been churning out stuff for this game for so long now. What are the odds that the people who even worked on this stuff back then are even there anymore, you know?
This is where the fight ends. Ultra Big Bang
Yeah, the air dash. I saw people saying that he's T-posing, but like it's probably just how he flies, right?
This is the power of Super Saiyan 4.
With this fucked up fist. It's just cool to see something new. I think people who expected there's gonna be DBFZ too, like I think it's like very unlikely that that was ever gonna be the case just like randomly at this event. Like if they were gonna announce something like DBFZ 2, I think it's probably very likely it would be at a big event of some kind, or like a Sony State of Play, or like a Game Awards or something like really big, you know, Evo even. Like they're gonna use like a big space. This Goku is mad fugly. I mean, this is just how he looks. I don't know. They have more too. Like there's more Gokus that they could add. It's not like they've added all the Gokus. That's true. They also have more non-Gokus you could add, but I don't think that's a priority. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure why you even brought them up. It's cool this game is getting an update this late. I'm probably not going to play his ass, but it's cool. They posted the changes that they're making for Invincible Versus and the beta. I think these are like pretty good. Making big moves that whiff or are blocked more punishable. It's one of the most flaily fighting games I think I've ever played. You just do armor moves or like random shit and you can just like swing on it. Reduce the number of solo touch of death routes, resolving the dash macro input rules, and general gameplay balance. They mentioned that you lose if you disconnect, and they have like minus points for rage quitting and stuff. Also, they made the heroic strike, the defensive mechanic, the armored one, cost more meter. I cannot believe that mechanic's in the game. Does this game need like an armored reversal that you can combo off of with tag? I don't know how else to describe it, but this game is very scrubby. It's got lots of armor and like shit you can just mash and say fuck it, we ball. Like it's got lots of shit like that. It reminds me of doing Invincible DP into full combo with Hitman in DNF Duel. where like that shit is gonna be really funny for you until that shit hits you, and then it's gonna stop being funny. Or if you know that going into it. I mean, my description of DNF when I first played it was like, I think this game is gonna be really funny for me for like this amount of time, and then I think I probably won't have fun anymore. This game to me looks like it'll be fun for longer than that, but how long, I'm not sure. It depends on like when I actually get my hands on the full game. I think if you know going in the game is gonna be like this, your tolerance will probably be higher. For me too, like I feel like all the characters I think are cool were not the ones in the beta. And I think the game looks pretty fun actually. It looks a lot more fun than the last time I tried it. So yeah, I'm like pretty curious in this game because it's made by an American studio and they're much more receptive to changing things quicker than basically any other non-North American studio, right? Like they're changing shit so fast. And the IP is really big, and I think a lot of casuals will be interested in the game. So I think it'll have some pretty important legs. Like I'm excited for it. This got announced today. This story mode looks really cool. I think this is one of the biggest things that will draw people into the game. This is, I think, more important for this game, to be honest, than almost any other fighting game. Having it be like its own story mode with like that you play through, and you get to play the teams or the characters, and like you get to play the whole story of this. I think a lot of people who don't maybe even play fighting games would be interested in this just because they want to play the story, right? And I think a lot of people want to play, even if you do like fighting games,
Hit me
you're gonna be hyped for this, no?
as hard as you can.
Happy to.
This shit looks ham, no? Oh yeah, this is a new character, right? Elemental. It looks cool. Yeah, Mark is not Steven Yeun. And also, it is weird because it sounds exactly like him. But they finally announced who the voice actors are today. People thought it was like Steven Yeun for, I think, basically this whole time. I don't know if you guys saw who it is. But yeah, this shit looks sick, no? Like, I don't know. This looks very cool to me. It's kind of like how people get hyped about the NRS story modes. Like, I play through the NRS story modes because they're fun.
No one knows why.
You know?
Gotta be a term for this. I just know it. Wait, epically fucked.
Rex fighting Omni-Man, bro. This guy's dead, man. This shit's cool. Like, this is very, very cool. They announced today the voice actors for everything. You guys may have seen this. Probably the least surprising person that they could have had do this, but he sounds exactly like him in a lot of the stuff. At first, I was like, well, they got J.K. Simmons. Maybe it is Steven Yeun doing it, right? But yeah, it's Alex. There was like a video they posted. There was also just like a thread that has, you know, you can like look through and it's got like all the voice actors for all the characters and like who did it. You know, but yeah, this is what a lot of people buy Mortal Kombat for. It's what a lot of people buy this game for. I think this game is going to do pretty well with casuals, to be honest with you. Like people who don't maybe have an interest in fighting games as a whole, but like think Invincible's dope, and then they scoop up the game, and then they maybe become a little bit more interested in fighting games, which is cool. Then in other news, I don't know if you guys also saw this, their 2XKO sticker to cover the new fuse in the background. They had fun filming a little thing last week with Combo Fiend and Clock and Jared to chat about 2XKO's next fuse. They posted their roadmap, Spirit Blossom, all this stuff came out. They have new Fuse, Season 2 Ranked Reset, Duo Finder, Blood Moon Stage. When is this all coming out? I don't know. Because there's Senna and then 3 more characters this year. Like Akali just came out, right? I don't think she's coming out in like this May 12th, which is when the new season's gonna come out, but I'm assuming she's sometime from May to like early June. Yeah, the initial schedule was 1 character every 10 weeks, but obviously it's changed because now they have 6 characters and they're slightly on a different schedule. 2XKO acting like I'm supposed to know who the fuck these people are. Senna? You know, and Akali? Yeah, Senna in League of Legends is like not that exciting of a character, kind of. She's like a ranged character who shoots gun. Her passive is that when stuff dies, she gets souls, and then this gives her increased attack damage, range, and crit chance. Piercing Darkness, her Q, gun. Heals allies, damages enemies. Her W, she shoots a little thing forward, it roots them. This is her Wraith form, her Curse of the Black Mist. You get camouflage and you get move speed, and you don't know who's in the bubble. Her ult, big gun. She's not doing a whole lot. It's not the most like, oh shit. Now she has normals, shoot gun, get soul from gun, turn into Wraith form, mix up offense, spooky ghost character. She is so much cooler because she has her own form in the game where her Wraith form is just she walk fast. This shit is like she turns into a Wraith and she gets a fucking tornado And who knows what else she gets. She probably gets a bunch of bullshit. Looking like a Danny Phantom villain. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You're gonna fucking play the song? I don't know if you guys have seen, but the crowdfunding for 2XKO is really, really high. This is like more prize pooling at any Evo than I think anything besides like EWC or Capcom Cup or like the big finals, basically. They said, big news, we're boosting the Riot sponsored prize pool at all 3 Evos and Battle Coliseum to a whopping 75,000 before Duo Bounty and Evo sponsored prizing. This is the power of doing crowdfunding. Other companies have done this. Like Street Fighter did it for a while, KI did it, and NRS did it, right? Like other games have done stuff like this, but it's so useful. And it's like a way that people want to buy in. It doesn't hurt your reputation. In fact, it's a thing that improves reputation from the company and makes you money. Like they now have some of the largest prize pools that Evo has basically ever had. And the skins are sick. So you buy these skins, and Frame Perfect Ari and Echo give you crowdfunding money to the pot. They look sick. My guess is they'll do like another Frame Perfect bundle with other characters as well, right? I hope that like something for Tokon that they can consider is the same thing. It would be very nice. It's a good way to make money for the game's competitive circuit without doing things like pay-per-view to make everybody pissed off at you. It's just a win-win, right? You have something cool that people want to support, and it makes money for you. It makes money for tournaments. It makes money for the community. Players get more money in their prize pools, which is obviously exciting, and it makes pro players want to go to events, which makes the events more exciting to watch, which makes the game look more cool. Like everything about it is great. The reason Street Fighter is not doing it anymore, Nakayama made a tweet about this, but he said, as the developers, when we are in control in esports, we used to do these. He's like, but we're no longer in control of esports. We're developing and working on the game. We have a whole other esports division, so it's up to them if they want to do crowdfunding or not. He basically said, if it was up to us, we would be doing this shit, but they're doing these fuck ass pay-per-views. So, we all make our choices. Smile. That's not my department, is basically what he said. What is this shit called? Avatar Legends, the fighting game. That's the one. I wonder if they're going to give them new characters. I think it would be like cool if they're like playing the characters from the last build, I guess. But I would much rather see them play the new characters. They've announced their whole launch roster now, right? So like they might as well just fucking have them mash on the new shit. I would also be surprised if they don't have an open beta sometime in May, because the game's other betas were so popular, and very positive, and they didn't invite a ton of people. It really doesn't look like him, huh? Yeah, this kind of looks like someone's playing Diaphone on a TV drama. CW's The Phone. Yeah, names and places changed to protect the identities of those depicted herein. They got to make sure that this isn't the real Diaphone. I wonder if they're gonna ban the testers for any of these other games coming up. There was like a whole snafu about banning the testers for 2XKO. I'll tell you what, I know some people who got like more hours in some games that aren't out than I have on games that are fully released. And I'm like, are they gonna ban this tester, or does people only care because it was 2XKO? Like, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, this person has played, I don't know, let's make up a game name, Invulnerable, more than I've even played this other game. Like, this shit seems insane. I'm a little interested if they're gonna be banned or not, Other news. Guilty Gear Strive has been out for a while now in 2.0. I've been playing a lot of 2.0. I think it's a blast. Happy Chaos's weird situation aside, which I don't know if you guys have seen, but they've officially announced that he is banned at TNS now. But aside from that, I think the version is pretty fun. There are still some characters that I think are like really, 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 really powerful. They might be like outliers in terms of their power, and they probably need some adjustments, but overall, I think the game is in like a really fun place. There's basically, I think, never been a better time to play this game. You have a brand new version of the game. Lots of people are learning new characters or new stuff and like relearning all kinds of stuff. So everybody's kind of like reset to a more neutral ground. There's lots of resources out over 5 years of the game being out. So if you want to learn characters or stuff, there's lots of match footage, and they now have ranked matches, right? And the ranked queues are so much better than how the tower was. And I can't imagine playing the old version of the game now. It has a lot of people playing it. It's really fun. There's a lot of people entering it at events, and it's still popular. And I think this game is going to be around for a while. They recently announced that they're finally ready to consider the franchise's next development. And I'd be shocked if it doesn't take them at least a couple of years, like 2 or 3 years. You'll be able to play this for another like 2 to 3 years minimum before like a new Guilty Gear comes out, and then you'll already know how to play Guilty Gear, and then there'll be a Guilty Gear Thrive, and then you'll be playing that,